Shenanigans. So, you guys are walking through town?
Well,
Are we?
I thought they were in the bar.
Oh, yeah, you guys are in the bar. I thought you had
Then
all
I'm out.
agreed to go out.
Except,
It's not
except for Jill. Yeah.
Bigsby's
All right.
probably passed out in a chair in the bar.
So Jill's pretty
Bleeding on the
upset
floor.
about this. So Jill looks around, finds a back alley. Is like, oh, Desmond. He just goes and he kicks Jill out of the bar. But you know who he didn't kick out of the bar? And I reach into my pack and pull out the black mask. La Sombra. And I put on my La Sombra outfit.
All right. You have a separate La Sombra outfit, right?
Yes, it's on my character sheet.
I remember seeing it, yeah. Okay, you dress up as La Sombra.
All right, and I'm going to wait for the critical moment when I'll be able to leap in at some point.
Okay,
Go about your business.
Other room.
back in the bar. Manuel, what are you doing?
Manuel, what are you doing?
Manuel?
I wasn't listening for the last 10 seconds.
Awesome.
So,
what are you doing, just in general? Because everyone else
I'm
Tell us
lounging
about
in
your
the bar. I walk, going to... Are we inside the bar right now? Sorry about that.
You're in Shenanigans. Rob has just been kicked out, thrown out, and everyone else is just kind of hanging out, except for
Slate and I
Friar.
are mid-high five as well. We're mid-high.
Are there
Yeah.
any, like, poker games or any kind of games going on?
No, it's pretty
Bar?
empty today. There was this goblin menace on the roads, and so all the adventurers have been hired out, and you guys are the only ones in here, except for Desmond and Lizzie, his wife.
I'm gonna order a beer. I mean, Chet's had a long day. He watched 3 people get killed again, and that's a low body count for a day in our life. But even still, I'm gonna get a beer. I want to chit chat with Manuel. I don't know him that well, It seems fine.
You don't know Manuel that well?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
know Manuel, but I'm going to get 2 beers for myself.
Okay.
I will get a beer as well.
4 copper for Slade, 2 copper for Manuel.
And clearly, Chet drinks for free.
Chet, you 2 copper per beer.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, in Shenanigans, you pay your pabs.
All right, fine. Hey, have you heard about this new mad horse disease thing? It's really tearing through my dad's mares right now.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do about it. I mean, he's convinced that we need to switch industry into, cows or chickens. So, that's kind of why I want this Bessie character, right? She seems like a good cow, like a good proper cow.
Do they grow chickens large enough to ride?
Pardon?
You tell your dad if he has any of those mad cows, just sell them here. We'll cook them right up, make some good horse meat out of them.
No, mad horse. Mad horse.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, you have any of those mad horses?
Honestly, mad cow, that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. No. But mad horses, if you fry them up long enough, it kills the disease and you're all good.
Really? That's how that works?
I don't know.
You're
Maybe.
a smart man, Desmond. I respect that,
I mean, it hasn't killed me yet.
Yeah. So, do you know those sisters? Like the ones who are trying to kill us? I can't stress that fact enough.
You mean the brothers who came in here earlier today?
They're like Jimmy and Timmy, right?
Yeah, Tim and Jim. They don't like Timmy and Jimmy anymore.
Young
Yeah.
girls. It's bizarre.
Yeah, you ever find their dad?
Yeah.
What's left of them?
Brain out poison.
He's dead. Yeah.
Brain out poison. He's dead.
That's a shame.
Yeah. It's a rough way to go. I feel like, my uncle actually had a brain out poison accident. It's rough. Yeah. So, yeah. Hey, listen, if we kill them when they get here, is that going to be a problem?
Don't do it in the bar.
All right.
You can kill them in the streets. You can kill them on the roof. But
On
leave
the roof?
Sounds like it hit
inside of the bar.
You should join our band. Have you ever considered joining our band?
I had a band once upon a time, but I'm retired now. So I've retired from the banding business, and this is my bar.
Banding.
Right on, man. Right
I'm
on.
just here to help
Right
you
on.
aspiring adventurers and musicians.
Aspiring. I guess news doesn't
appreciate
come to
it.
Shenanigans very often. We're really popular.
Oh,
We're kind of a big deal. People know us.
yes, you are. You guys played that the gig the other night here.
Yeah, that was us. You remember, right?
Mhm.
Hey, yeah, that was a pretty damn good show. I wonder what happened to our other singer though, like the
Yeah,
But I'm just early.
yeah. You had a singer, right? He was the one that made the band. Where is he?
I don't know.
Or, no, it was a girl, right? Where's that girl? He says, looking
You
Just
around.
know-
kicked her out.
You literally just threw her out of the bar, Desmond. Maybe you should look into drinking.
Oh, really? That was her.
Desmond.
Ah, well,
Yeah, it
she'll get her
happens.
shit together eventually.
Indeed.
I'm trying to give
Well.
you opportunities, Rob. I don't know what you're looking for.
No, I'm waiting for the moment
The
for
twins.
Lasombra
Where are the twins at?
to jump in when it's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are those twins? Those twin girls.
Well, the guy's hobbled and hamstrung, so he's gonna take a while to get anywhere.
And probably stabbing us in the back right now.
Yeah.
See, I'm fine
that's-
waiting outside,
okay.
just listening for the appropriate moment for Lasombra to leap in.
Friar Bigsby goes back to sleep.
Okay. Lasombra, you're outside waiting for this moment when you see Tim and Jim walking down the street.
Do I did it.
The prey, it approaches. I hide.
I mean, you're already in the alleyway, like hiding.
Yes.
Uh,
But
and
we
you
didn't
see
tell them
them.
to come in the back, so
No, they're walking down the main road, not the back road, and they walk
Back
like
road of Sausageville.
to Shenanigans.
But it's in the town of Sausageville.
It's not called Sausageville.
Yes, it is. That's the
Yeah,
name of
it's
the town.
dead in Sausageville,
it's East Westland.
East Westland, yeah.
You see Jim and Tim walk past Shenanigans, just like down the road, like completely, just like as if they were just walking down the road in the middle of the day.
It is
Wait,
almost
it's the middle of the day?
Yeah, it's the middle of the
It
day.
is,
Oh, I thought it was nighttime for some reason.
No, it's daytime.
All right.
it is almost as if the man that we maimed and crippled did not do what we told him to. This is odd. La Sombra shall follow them
Okay, you follow.
on the rooftops.
What is your chance to climb?
My chance to climb, I am La Sombra, is what other people's chance not to climb is. It's 85%.
Holy shitballs.
Wow,
Fucking
you're a
Christ,
good climber.
Barbara.
How did you, like, how's that possible?
Just put all his points into climbing.
Apparently.
It
I didn't
starts-
want to fall down. I figure I'm a thief. I gotta climb in like windows and
Are you
things.
wearing armor?
No, La Sombra
Okay.
wears no armor.
So that would
it
be
gets
50.
bonuses
It
and
would
other
be
stuff.
60 without armor. And what race are you?
Elf.
Elf. I don't know if they get a climbing bonus or not, but you could then
don't
like
think they
throw
do.
25 points into it out of the 60 you get to begin with. Yeah, you could easily do an 85 climbing check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it into that and open locked. I figured to be the two things that I needed to do reasonably well.
Nice. I like the start. with
Everything else
climbing.
sucks.
Mm. All right, so you give me a check. Give me a climb walls check.
Alrighty.
D100, and you want your number or lower.
Woo, close. There's a spine-tingling moment when La Sombra reaches up into the gutter and it comes away, and he's hanging by one hand. Ah! But then he reaches up and makes it the rest of the way.
All right. You pull yourself up onto the roof, and you go from rooftop to rooftop following them. It's not very hard in this crowded city. The buildings are very close together, and it's actually harder to get onto a roof than it is to go from roof to roof. For the most part, there are some areas where like a large building will block your path, or there'll be an open area.
La Sombra hums his song to himself as he goes.
Inside, you guys all of a sudden hear this, and there's dust starts to filter down as you see the familiar footsteps of someone walking on your thatched roof.
Termites are hard to get rid of.
I mean, this
Big
is not,
termites.
occasionally people walk on the roofs. It's kind of weird, but like,
Sometimes you gotta race, you know? It's life.
yeah, shit happens
Okay.
back in these days.
All right. So then I assume no one thinks anything of it. Like, I don't.
All right.
Well,
I'm ordering another beer, honestly.
Okay.
Chet
So
has
what are you
issues right
guys? What are your plans for the family then? The brothers or the sisters,
It's-
the whatever's.
Almost as if you'd received some sort of hint to go outside to continue the adventure.
That's not necessarily what it is. It might also be just curious
Oh.
as to what their intentions are.
I'm not very perceptive, so I don't suspect anything, and
I
I'm
just don't care.
All right.
just drinking.
You guys are hanging out there. La Sombra, you go from rooftop to rooftop following them. Eventually, they stop into a tailor's, a seamstress / tailor's shop.
Why do they shop at this place with its second-hand imported clothes rather than finely tailored workmanship? Clearly, they up to no good.
What do you do?
I watch. I see what they are buying. Are they buying traveling clothes?
So you lean over the edge and get your head popping in a window and spy on them as they go about shopping. It's pretty simple. They're just like getting some new traveling clothes, getting some new boots. There's some discussion about which type of boot, and they like settle with the nicer boots.
Are they talking about getting out of town?
You can't hear them through the. Actually, give me detect noise.
That is not really one of the things that Lysombre decided. But we'll give it a shot. That would be 23 points beyond Lysombre's ability to hear.
All right, you can't hear
Lysombre
them.
only hears the important things. Clearly, if Lysombre needed to hear this, he would have heard it.
All right, they pack up their shit, head out, and start heading back to their house.
You know, I really thought Prison Bob would have brought those sisters around by now.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Maybe we should just go outside and go
Should
home.
probably check up on them.
What? Yeah, let's go there. Let's go to their fucking place. Slamming my beer, headed out front.
Okay. Do
Okay.
you guys wake up Friar Morton Bixby?
I'm kind of drunk. Let's see if anyone remembers to do that. Yes,
I'll wake
yeah,
up.
we need to do that.
I'll
We
wake
up.
let him die once.
Whoa. Oh,
So while that's
Going-
going on,
okay.
Adventure calls, friend.
I'm gonna find like a rock and I'll take some of my string and I'll write a little note that says
What
they're
string?
going back to the farm, a friend, and I'll wrap it around the rock and tie it to the
You have a
rock.
pen and paper?
Do you have pen and paper and shit?
I have everything on that character sheet.
All right.
Nothing I'm talking about is not on my character
Perfect.
sheet.
Mark off one piece of paper or a half a sheet of paper.
A little bit. It's just a little slip, very mysterious, and I make sure the handwriting looks mysterious.
Describe
All right,
mysterious.
We'll call it
handwriting.
1/10 of a sheet of paper.
All right. It's very slanty and like curly Q-y.
Okay. So you
But
then go
strong and decisive, yet mysterious, like La Sombra.
and what do you do with this rock?
I'm gonna wait over like the door
To Shenanigans?
of Shenanigans, waiting for when I hear them come out.
Okay.
I probably don't want to throw it through the window because Desmond will find me, and that'll be bad shit.
I want to see if I trigger any of the traps on the way out of the building. I know the grease isn't there, but I'm pretty sure that death is still strung up like a wide variety of things.
First, can I get from the four of you that are in Shenanigans, can I get you guys constitution checks? Actually, Friar Morton Bixby, you were not drinking, were you?
Am I getting drunk yet?
No.
Yeah.
Morton never drinks. Morton always drinks milk.
Okay, so you don't have to make a con check, but the other three do.
I was worried for a second there because my con is abysmal. I am in terrible health.
35.
You are... Wow, okay, great, guys.
I'm not even buzzed.
We're professionals. We wake up drunk.
Slade has the constitution
Ain't
line.
that the truth?
That's the
IRL.
definition of professionalism.
Sad truth.
So, you guys hear more footsteps on the roof, and then they kind of like just stop somewhere on the roof at some point. But you guys are getting your shit together, getting ready to head out. Chet, you look around, you notice that the trap never even fully got strung. It's like the net is up there, but there's like no mechanism to trigger it. It's just like a net hanging up there.
I'm taking that net. That's my net now.
Okay.
By the way,
Write net down on your character sheet. It weighs 10
Other than
pounds.
that, going outside.
Write net on your character sheet and note that it weighs 10 pounds.
Fucking Christ, that is a heavy ass net.
It's got weights and hooks in it, so you can like toss it on a person. Yeah.
Ow. Wowdo. I weigh 52 pounds now. I am mildly encumbered.
Oh, snap.
And oh God, what is your name? No, it's not Jill. It's La Sombra. La Sombra, you see them step outside. Chet taking the lead, followed by Friar, Morton Bixby, then Manuel.
I'm in the back.
All right.
I'm way in the
I
back.
toss the rock in front of them and then duck back where they can't see me.
Chet, a rock falls in front of you.
What the fuck?
There's a note attached to it.
Damn kids.
That can't read. Can you even read? Like, this is clearly a piece of paper. That's never really been important to me in my business, you know. Slade, can you read?
29 perception.
I cannot
Can I
read.
figure out where the rock.
I can read.
No, you were in the back, Ryan. You couldn't see shit.
Okay.
Can anyone read?
It wasn't high on my list.
Perfect family, Sombra. You
I can read.
man.
I can read. Pass that back here.
Yeah, it's a paper. It's got like words on it and shit. I don't really feel like reading it right now.
What does it say?
I'm very
They're all
busy
gonna
and
move
important. You read it.
from
You
your
read it out
friend?
loud. Read it out loud. Would be-
And things.
It says. What did it say, Rob? There.
It says, and you hear the words with the accent. They have returned to the farm, a friend.
They've returned or they're
They
returning?
have returned to the farm, a friend. I think.
Okay.
Damn
I
it,
think,
prison
I think
boss.
this must be from Jill.
I like
I don't know why
prison.
she didn't sign it with her name, but it must be referring to the two girls.
Well, I guess we should go to the farm. I think we have unfinished business. They wanted to kill us,
Yeah.
and I want that cow.
And
And
you're
I
going
want
to
to
finish
give them a stern talking to.
Yeah.
They will
Yeah.
rue the day
Quite
they
stern.
messed with Friar Bigsby.
They tried to kill you. Now you're going to finish the job.
So you guys head off towards the farm and get there in like 15, 20 minutes. There's the farm.
Alright.
There's the
Little
building.
daytime?
There's the pasture. It's it's like noon,
Oh.
middle of the day.
I walk over to Bessie, and I take ownership of my cow.
Whoa, whoa.
And I
can't
follow.
help but notice that you're touching my cow after
Our
I
cow.
my only
It's our cow.
potion. No, yeah, sorry, our cow. After giving you my healing potion,
Does Bessie have a collar or anything?
how
She's
much?
got-
Well, come drink from the cow.
Got
Yes.
a leather necklace with a bell on it, a brass
Okay,
bell.
I try and grab the necklace and start dragging Bessie behind me as we approach the building.
She doesn't move.
Come on, Bessie. You're coming with us. Can I roll another non-proficient?
Bessie, is there something wrong with you,
Go
girl?
for it.
You don't sound right.
21. Does
Oh,
Bessie budge?
success! Yeah, you manage to coax her and she starts following you.
Okay. So I think we approach the farmhouse with Bessie in tow.
The back door is wide open, and there's a small flock of chickens coming out the door.
Why is that funny? What the fuck?
I don't know. I found it funny.
We're killing down homes, people. The good folk, salt of the earth.
Jill, what have you been doing this whole time? Are you following them along the way?
La Sombra lurks behind them unnoticed, like the shadow for which he is named.
Why don't you roll a hide and shadows check?
Oh, I've already rolled a hide and shadows check.
Shadows in mid-afternoon.
So
In the
I'm
middle of
following.
the
I'm
field,
following
yes.
them along. 50 yards back, darting from tree to tree.
Okay, so you get down off the roof after following them from roof to roof for a
Well,
little while.
actually, I'm going to disguise myself as La Sombra does. I'm going to pull out one of the reversible cloaks and put it over. I'll put on like a wig, put around, and I shall follow them as an old woman with my cane. And I will say things like, "I'm just an old woman getting my way through town."
Okay, so you are behind them
lovely
as
bit
you
of
see
mud
them
over there.
enter into the pasture, and you come around to the side of the building, and you see Friar Morton Bixby like moving the cow until it disappears behind the farmhouse, and you see the rest of the party just hanging out in the backyard, in the pasture.
Back to la sombra.
Okay, now what?
Right. I hide and I wait to see what happens.
Does
For a
anyone else in the
dramatic
party
moment to leap out.
approach the building while I'm fussing with Bessie?
We ordered pizza yet?
Oh my god, I'm seriously fucking. I'm really
Alright.
hungry. Yeah, that
All
would
I have
be
is
great.
baby carrots and hummus.
You still haven't even decided what the toppings are. Just argued about them.
I can go cook fucking food, but that would be time consuming. There's shit going on. Okay.
Anyway, so you guys go inside.
In the interest
The
of
back door?
storytelling. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Are we going through the back door with the? Do you say the chickens came out that back door
Yeah,
or something?
chickens are coming
Yeah.
out the back door.
All
Bessie's
right, I go
going in.
inside.
I'm gonna pick up 2 chickens, one in each hand.
All right,
Can you catch those chickens?
Very important.
chickens or chicks?
Pick up some-
Chickens. Wait,
Okay.
did you say a bunch of chicks ran out the back door?
Well,
That's
there's,
strange.
I mean, there's chickens and
Family of-
chicks together.
Like all generations of game fowl, like agriculture fowl, right?
Yeah.
Chickens, not roosters, not chicks. Chickens, 'cause they're gonna flap when you throw them.
All right.
Boy.
All right. So Manuel leads the way in, followed by Friar Morton Bixby, followed by Bessie, followed by Slade, and finally Chet with his 2 chickens in hand.
Chet
Yes.
Manning chickens.
You guys come in, and Manuel, you see the hobbled man lying on the ground, unconscious.
Well, that finishes that job.
I quickly leave Bessie, probably blocking the doorway so that Chet can't get in. And I rush over to the hobbled man.
Chet, Bessie is stopped in your path.
Well, honestly, Chet's not that intelligent, so he's gonna hold those chickens and look at Bessie and try to figure out what to do with his day.
Bessie's ass.
Slade, you're also trapped behind Bessie.
Wait, what? Trapped behind a cow? What happened now?
You're in a hallway, trapped behind
I
a
get a-
cow.
I get a
Don't be
27 on my
trapped
healing
anywhere.
check.
You do a what, Brian?
27 on my healing check. Is the man... What state is the man in? And
His
can I-
wounds need to be dressed, but not bound. Like, he's just unconscious, not bleeding to death.
Why is he unconscious, though?
He seems to have suffered a blow to the head. There seems to be a large red welt there.
I suppose out of habit, and because I don't know that this is the man that probably stabbed me with a spear, I dress his wounds with that check.
Okay. Party, what do you do?
Oh. So are we just gonna wait here and ambush them, or?
Why is there a cow here?
Oh, there is a cow.
I can't come inside, guys, as loud as I can at the top of my lungs. So
It's
if I'm
our-
sitting
it's our
on the
cow.
ground,
He's part
they
of the
fucking
party
know
now.
Chet Manning is here.
It's a party cow.
We Party cow will give milk to everyone.
The front door creaks open, and in steps Tim and Jim.
I'm like, well, this is awkward. How's it going?
They exchange looks, and then Tim reaches for the pitchfork on one side of the door. Jim reaches for one of the iron pokers for the fire on the other side of the door, and we roll initiative.
I just laugh.
Party rolls a 5.
Okay, you guys go first.
I'm running. I am running around the building from the back door to the front door, chickens in hand. I'm not
Okay.
dropping those things. Feathers
You-
fucking everywhere.
You bolt around the sides. The chickens flap and squawk and like, "Rah, rah, rah," and you're just holding on to them as hard as you can as you make it around to the other side. Who's next?
Are we going in order?
Whatever
I can
order you guys
see-
want.
I can see a clear shot to the. I mean, we're going before the kids.
Yes.
Do I get a clear shot, or can I see them clearly from where we are? Line
Yeah.
of sight.
You're in the living room, like next to them. They're 10 feet away from you, maybe 20 feet away from you.
Put that pitchfork down, you damn kids! And I pull a bullet from a little belt pouch, load it in my sling. Ugh. What's the penalty for being wounded? -2?
There's no penalty.
There's nothing really. You can do
What?
jumping jacks. You can swing
Really?
across the English Channel as long as you have at least 1 hit point.
Yeah, the rules say if you drop drop to negative numbers and then come back up, you are incapacitated for the rest of the day. But for
But
shenanigans,
magical healing takes care of that.
for shenanigans, and for magical healing also, I think we're just gonna
Okay.
say it doesn't matter.
Do they have any armor? I roll a 10.
They do not. You whap. Give me a damage roll.
2 points of damage to the one who was going for the pitchfork.
Okay. He takes the sling to the head and cracks. It cracks into him, and he gives a ow.
Manuel, restrain these boys.
I just take out my long sword and my short sword and start attacking.
Okay. Go roll to hit.
Okay.
Bessie, you too. Go get him.
I was with my long sword, 14 against the first one I see, or are they like side to side here, or like one in front of the other?
Side by side.
Okay. So I guess I attacked the right one with my long sword and the left one with my short sword.
Okay.
That was my first one, and then the short sword is a -1. Okay, so 14 on the right one and 8 on the left one.
Okay, the 14 hits, the 8 does not.
How strong are you, Pat?
16.
Jesus fucking Christ!
But I have I sacrificed like so I could get a 6%. I have a 6 perception though.
You're fucking blind as a bat.
How do you get +2 to hit?
Just like a gun, you point him
And 8 damage to the right one.
Nice. He +1 for being an elf, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay. 1, 2. Oops. Ooh, wow. Okay, 8 damage is nice. Next person, Slade.
I pull out my crossbow and I'm like, come get some. And I shoot it at the one that just got wounded.
All right, you shoot over the back of Bessie down the hallway. Give me a roll to hit.
He's a halfling, probably between Bessie's legs.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you army crawl underneath Bessie until you're
No, I
out. Like,
tumble. I tumble. I'm a halfling. I can tumble under.
do you have a tumbling proficiency?
I do.
All right, you tumble under Bessie, come rolling out the front, and lodge a crossbow. Are you going for the guy on the right or the guy on the left?
The one that just got hit.
Okay, that's the guy on the right. Give me a
Yes.
damage roll.
Wait, did we? So
One
this
d-
kid just took 10 points of damage and is still standing? Or did we split up our...
You split them up.
That's a
One
strong
took 2,
little
one
girl.
took 8.
Okay. 3 damage.
Okay. The bolt hits him dead in the gut, and you see a greenish liquid roll out of his belly.
What?
Jack or
2
Jill.
goblins standing on each other.
Jack or Jill or
La Sombra.
La Sombra. You are standing kind of around the front yard. You saw them coming in, so you like darted to the alleyway. You saw them go inside, heard some noises, and then Chet comes running around the corner holding 2 chickens.
Immediately throws the chickens into the building. He doesn't ask questions.
Okay, Chet runs
Happens up to
right
Jennifer.
past you, hurls these 2 chickens into the building. What do you do?
Is there do I hear the fight going now?
Oh yeah,
All
get
right.
in on this turn.
I'm gonna go over there. Is there like an open window or something?
Yep.
All right. So I quickly scramble up to the roof so I can flip in through the window, and then I land, put my hands on my hips, and go, "You've started the party without La Sombra."
Okay, so you climb the roof so that you can go to a window and swing in the window.
Well, yeah. If I just climbed in the window from the ground, that sucks.
Okay. All right, give me
Go around
a,
making
I have to flip in through the window.
give me a tumbling check, and just give me 2 tumbling checks.
All right.
First one is to successfully tumble into the window. The second is to, like, do a nice landing.
All right. So that would be D20 plus Dex plus my tumbling skill, or what?
Yes.
How does that work?
You have a
D20 plus your
it should
tumbling
just be
skill,
your tumbling skill.
which should key off of your other skill. So if it should key off your dexterity. It should be like your dexterity -1 or your dexterity.
So it's one. So for one for rank in the tumbling skill, and one because the skills and powers book did proficiencies different. So I'm trying to make sure I got it right.
Oh, okay. I
So
don't know
it's-
what how the ranks work in skills and powers.
But the way you're doing it is
Just your dex. Tumbling is just dex. So if you have a tumbling skill, then just roll d20 plus dex.
all right.
Yeah.
31.
Nice. So you tumble into the window. Give me another tumbling check to make sure you can land appropriately.
23.
Do you have
Dex.
18 dex?
No, I thought I was adding one for the. Oh, that's right. I don't add one for the rank. Okay, so one less than each of those. 30
Okay.
and 22.
Okay. Still very impressive. You tumble in from the window, land standing on your feet, saying, "You started the party without me." As the two brothers,
Or should be catching chickens in the face, honestly. If Chet
yeah.
could aim.
They now have chickens running around them.
yes,
No, I'm throwing a chicken at their face. You fucking kidding me? bro? Just
at their
really-
face. All right, give me 2 attack rolls, Chet.
Chucking. They're right by the door.
You're kind of running into this blindly around the corner, and you're not proficient with chicken throwing.
And
Oh,
he's
yeah, I'm
dual-wielding.
expecting it to go horribly.
Yeah, so give me like give me an attack roll at like -4 for one chicken, and at -6 for the other chicken.
So wait, that's just the D20, right? Or
No, a D20 -4 and a D20 -6.
You're dual wielding chickens.
All right, you throw the first chicken, and it hits
Yes.
the guy square in the head, or in the shoulder head area, like it into him. And the other chicken you go to throw, and you end up bashing its head along the door frame instead, and it falls to the ground dead at your feet.
well, in addition to that, holy shit! It's La Sombra.
So one of the
Yes,
Jim.
I hear you've heard of me.
Jim takes his pitchfork and lunges right at Manuel with it.
Oh no.
Manuel, what is your armor class?
14.
14. The pitchfork saddles up against, or slides against your armor, whatever that may be, scratching at it but not
Lord.
hurting it.
I
And
just got this detailed.
is Tim on the ground dead?
no, he's not dead.
Bleeding
He
out?
takes the hot iron poker. That's not hot right now, just the iron poker, I guess, and tries to club. Who is the no?
I'm behind Manuel, so he'd provoke an opportunity attack.
He goes after Manuel as well. And ooh, Manuel, you get hit. You said it was a 15 AC?
14.
14 AC? Yeah, you don't get critted though. You get hit. And he hot iron pokers you for 3 points of damage.
Wow. All right.
Someone else, a new person, give me an initiative roll for the party. D10, you want lower.
Who hasn't gone yet?
Jack
I haven't
hasn't gone.
rolled initiative.
Chet hasn't
Doesn't
gone.
matter.
Chet,
Anyone
roll
other
it.
Do it.
Chet initiative. Here comes the Chet. It's a D10, right?
Yep, lower is better.
Motherfucking Chet.
Party goes first.
Chet understands that he needs to find the deed to this farm,
31,
so someone's got to be alive.
3. So I leap forward, say, Manuel, hold still! And I pull out some bandages from my bag and start, like, dressing your wound mid-combat. You gain 3 points of HP.
Hooray.
Yay, things.
Thank you, sir.
I'm charged. There's like one brother standing, right?
Yeah.
I'm full body charging him. I need him alive. I'm behind him.
Okay, give me a
There's
roll
actually
to hit.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought one of them was standing.
They're both
They're
standing.
both fighting Manuel.
Yeah.
Manuel. What am I rolling?
Manuel.
You're rolling a d20 plus 2 for back attack, a d20 plus 2, and you just need to hit their. No. Chet, you come running in, and one of them hears you at the last moment, like twirls around and uses his pitchfork to like knock you out of the way as you bumble up next to Slade.
These little girls are a hell of a fight. The problem.
Slade's, like, back behind me with a crossbow.
Yeah. And then he bumps into Bessie.
Bessie's on the other. No, he's coming from.
Does Bessie kick him?
Bessie, me, and Slade are in the kitchen, and like Manuel and the boys are fighting in the kitchen doorway or something.
It was the living room, but yeah. Okay. So he runs into Manuel then. Bumps into somebody. Who's
Watch
next?
this.
Comes into La Sombra.
All right. I've got my move here. So I'm going to leap onto the table, stand on top it, and go, perhaps we should table this discussion for later.
Boom.
That just happened.
They both shoot stone cold faces at you, like in unison, giving you like the stink eye, and then like turn back to combat.
What is the surviving chicken doing? I feel like that's an element of chaos.
Like running around in between everyone's legs.
Feel like everyone fights at a -1.
Friar Morton Bixby, your turn.
I spent the round.
Oh,
Can-
bandages,
can-
right.
Okay.
I'm
Manuel.
gonna back up.
Hey,
Get
I
up,
take
right?
my double attacks again. So right one with the right hand and left one with the left hand again. Long sword
21 is nice.
and my short sword 11.
21 is a double critical, and the 11 is a hit. The double critical will be 3 times damage dice.
Dang. 3 maybe 8. That's 3. 15 to the right one. And you said I didn't hit the other one? The one on the
Right.
left?
Really?
No, the
You got-
11 hits. So the
Oh, the 11
left,
hits?
yeah, it's a normal hit.
There we go. 7 to the left one.
Okay. 15. Okay. All right. So the one on the right, the one that you double crit, stumbles backwards into the wall. This huge gash across his shoulder blade down to his waist opens up, and just this nasty greenish fluid starts flowing out of him like blood.
That's gross.
And as he stumbles
I actually
back,
say that in game. That's
And-
gross.
bumps into the wall, his body starts to kind of shimmer for a moment, and it changes slowly. His skin becomes dark and ashen, his chin becomes more elongated, his head kind of swells up a little bit, his eyes become more deep set, his eyeballs stick out a little bit farther and wider and look a little bit more almond shaped and gloss over with pure white. His skin is now entirely gray, and his ears are like twice the length of elf ears, long and pointy.
Would a history check help me
He
identify
has
what this thing is?
no hair on his head.
Can we identify the doppelgangers?
Yeah. Exactly what I was thinking.
Maybe
Can I roll a
when
history
you're
check or
outside
not?
of combat, you can.
All right.
I mean,
Guys, I don't know what these doppelgangers are. Does anyone know what these doppelgangers are?
I forgot to mention his long, skinny, spindly fingers.
Aliens.
Shit's clearly a vampire.
Jack, are you doing anything after you hop up on the table?
At least with Sombra.
I'm sorry,
Is-
Lasombra.
Are they both down now?
No, that one is badly wounded. The other one seems to be badly wounded as well, but not quite so crippled.
Okay, does it look like they've got him, or do they need a hand?
That's your judgment call to make.
Pun or help?
Slade,
You can do
what
both.
do you do?
Shenanigans.
All right,
Shenanigans.
I'm gonna draw my swords, and I'll leap down, like just full leaping out with my swords to try to stab him in the back here.
Sure. You can only get them from the side. Their backs are already against walls. But that's
Okay.
still +1 for high ground and a +1 for flank attack, so +2.
Yes, I've got the high ground. They can't win.
But you're the one that's leaping.
Yes, and I leap. I slow gravity to leap in slow motion here.
Mhm.
All right.
15 is a hit.
15 and a 12.
Both hits. Give me damage for both of them.
8
Nice.
and 8.
Holy
Ooh.
crap. So you bring both your blades down on either side of the guy's head. This is the one that still looks human, and just cut straight down into him, creating like a fork almost, or an almost sliced potato of human. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Double checking. Yeah.
He
And he
did.
dies. Slade, what do you do?
Was that one still up and standing?
No, that one's dead. He was cut into 3 pieces.
I just want to make sure.
Shoot the beast!
I reload my crossbow and do like a little twirl with it, like Terminator 2 style. It's like how he reloads his shotgun. Was like loaded, ching ching, and I shoot another bolt.
I don't think it works like that, but you do it anyway, and everyone's
I do it. I know it doesn't work like that at all.
This
I
is
just do it for
shenanigans.
And you do it anyway. Fire a bolt.
style. Oh
Give
shit!
me a saving throw versus death.
That's definitely that.
Apparently, twirling the crossbow is not the best.
Yeah, so it goes off while you're twirling it and like shoots
Well, I'm
into
holding
the
it
roof.
backwards after all the fooling.
It hits the roof, and
What about the chicken?
the chicken goes last. They rolled 10 on their initiative.
Doppelganger.
The gray man with long, spindly fingers and weird eel ears and no hair picks up his iron poker again and goes for the doorway. He just bolts out for the door.
Attacks of opportunity.
One attack. Manuel gets an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, just one? Or
Just
do I
one.
get attacked with 2 of them?
No.
I have 2.
So you get 1 attack of opportunity, but you do get it at +2 because he turns his back.
Okay, it's a long sword. 22.
Oh!
I mean, you get your other bonuses as well.
Crit.
The
Yeah,
ambulance
Crit.
coming for the
Crit.
doppelganger.
Fucked him up.
yeah.
Is it a crit?
It's a crit. It's a crit. Do you get any other
Double
bonuses?
crit.
+2 for being a specialist and an elf, right?
Back attack.
Yeah.
Let's do for back attack.
Yeah, so that
So
should
it's
actually
24.
says a 24. I can't think of anything else. It's a single crit.
They
Dog.
have 10 AC.
Oh.
It's a single crit.
Oh, they have more AC in why would they even be transformed if they have better AC in alien form?
11 damage. You
11.
rip him to
11.
shreds, and he
Say
dies.
vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Martha.
Well,
Praise be the All Mother.
you have your gods. I have mine.
So,
All right.
Alright, so they're both dead.
So Lasombra puts his hands on his hips to go, I see my work here is done.
Oh shit!
Adios.
Sombra!
Disappear out the back.
That guy was a jerk.
Where'd La Sombra go?
He chopped that dude into 3 fucking pieces. Did you see that?
He was a show off, and I hate him.
Sombra,
Oh, you're just fucking jealous.
princess of the cheese. Sombra.
All right. So a little while later, Jill comes in. Whoa, what happened here? Oh my god, I saw Lasombra.
Lasombra!
Yeah, you
was-
missed them.
You guys see that?
Dude, Lasombra was here. He cut a dude into 3 pieces.
No way,
I saw
really?
that.
It was hype.
That was ridiculous.
Whoa. He really is the
God.
Prince of Thieves.
Bigsby wants to inspect.
Murderers.
Did both corpses turn into these doppelgangers, Neil?
yes. No, the one that was killed while human stays human.
Interesting.
Oops.
Can I roll? Would a history check give me any hope of identifying what these things are?
No,
Religion.
it would not. Give me a. We're going to introduce a new type of roll. It's going to be just kind of like an unusual things roll. It's going to be a d20 plus your level. And
Plus my
so the higher
level?
level you are, the more likely you are to know about crazy weird shit that you haven't seen around.
Nope. 7.
Okay. So yeah, you have no idea what these are. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna catch that chicken first off. It's mine now.
Oh, I forgot the chicken's turn. Yeah. Okay, so for its turn, the chicken went between Bessie's legs out to the backyard.
Oh, fucking, but that's my chicken. Okay, well, I'm immediately going over to Bessie because Bessie is the future of the manning industry. Mad Horse is going to be real bad, so I'm going to lay my claim on Bessie spatially by going over there and standing next to Bessie.
Okay, you prop yourself up on her.
And I'm going to say, what the fuck are those things? What are they? Those are very strange.
Demons,
Little girl.
Jill looks down and goes, I bet Lasombra would have known.
servants of Barassi. They must be purged from this world.
Who's Barassi?
I don't know. I was going off about
I want to start
Rossi and
searching the
Martha
house
and-
for the bodies of these small girls.
Okay.
Because I suspect that they've been murdered and replaced by these demons.
So
I
you
bet
look up,
having these weird bodies will help us make our claim to the farm.
Yeah.
you look upstairs and
So
you
we
find
should not set them on fire.
Or attempt to set them on fire.
you
We
you
can do
search,
that later.
you search the upstairs section where the beds are, or the bedrooms are, and there's 2 bedrooms that are pretty empty. You take a look around downstairs, you don't see anything, but there is a cellar in the kitchen. So you open it up and head downstairs to find 2 boys tied up in the cellar.
Are they alive?
They are alive.
Does anyone in the party want to kill them so that we can inherit the farm? No. I untie
They're
them.
not there.
Hey, kids. Hey.
I walk up and
Chet
draw
Manning
my
here.
sword. I walk up and draw out my sword, and I'm like, just kidding.
Thank
Chet would
you.
love to have a small chat,
Did you-
a chat, if you will, with these boys. Hey guys, listen. Your father's dead. That's not real good. Hey,
Don't you worry, Friar Morton Bigsby is here. You can call me Mama.
What?
hey, listen. How long have you
Come
been
here.
here? Are they treating you well?
It's a good news, bad news situation. Bad news is
honestly, Manuel, everything is off.
orphans
If you
and
look at it the right.
good news is
Well, let's start with the good news. We
You're
killed your
a
father's
businessman.
killer. The bad news, your father's dead.
congratulations, you are now the owners of a
Did you
farm.
get the gray elves?
Gray elves? Oh yeah, man, we killed those. They were pretending to be 2 little girls. Is that weird or what? Right. Hey, so are you Tim and Jim?
Uh-huh.
Nice. Hey, I'm gonna untie you. That seems polite. Are they tied? I don't.
They are tied.
They were
Chained.
tied.
They're untied
Wasn't
now because Chet's a nice guy, and you see he wants to stake a claim on this industry. This is his farm now.
All right, you unchain them, and they are set free.
That is great. Hey, listen, I realize that you've just been through some really traumatic shit. What are you going to do about the future, though? I mean, like, the one thing that I feel people don't think about in times of extreme tragedy is future. So you should really consider selling your farm to me. Like,
I thought you were going to sell insurance for a second there.
well, you know, it is, in a way, it is insurance.
Bill turns
Very
to you
much
and puts his
insurance.
hand on your shoulder and says, "Plastics," and then walks out.
I get it.
And no one in chat will. So, yeah, what do you do about this?
How did this happen? What happened here?
Well,
Like,
the-
the Grey Elves. Where does it come from? What? Come on, man. There's a story here. Chet knows the story.
They burst in through the front door, knocked me and my brother down, scared the bejesus out of us. They tied us up. My father came downstairs, saw these weird ass creatures tying us up, went to grab his sword, but they chased him, and he fled out into the back, and out towards the creek. And they chased after him, and then they came back a little bit later with some blood on them, and they dragged us down to the cellar. And then they left, and then I heard them coming back here, I don't know, half an hour after that. And I heard them talking to some people, something about selling Bessie.
Selling Bessie, not on my watch. You listen, kids. That cow is safe. She's a good cow. Hey, did they say anything else? Like they just wanted to take a cow because they tried to kill us. That's kind of strange.
No, that's it. That's all they said.
Oh.
The important thing is that at the end, they even unmasked themselves.
think Manuel unmasks them with the ferocity of his blows.
See,
And we got to see who they really were.
inside and on the outside.
Well, boys, your father is now resting in Martha's bosom.
Just the one.
Is it like Martha's Vineyard?
I'm
Did
having
you-
troubles. What?
Did you know my mother?
Well, yeah, it's the wrong time to discuss that, boys.
See, when a man loves a woman, or when a halfling loves a human,
He gets
Or
robbed.
two, and
All right. They take you upstairs. Thank you profusely for saving them, and they offer you up the meager amount of money they have in the house, which is a pair of silver candlesticks and 5 gold coins.
So that's all really cool.
If
However,
we're ever in a conservatory, I'm sure these will be really useful.
I will take a silver candlestick.
I'm going to try and explain
Just
that
one, though.
they made a deal with us to give us that cow.
Well,
And I
we didn't make.
realized that they were gray elves.
I was
at
really
the time,
looking
but
forward
you know,
to having a cow.
No.
That milk is
It's been out of
really
my
good.
vision several times. For all I know, these kids did promise to give me that cow. And they should honor that bargain.
wait, what happened with Prison Bob? Where's he been this whole time?
He's just hanging on the ground.
Oh,
Stop
He's
reading
out
chat, Eric. Pay attention to the game.
I don't.
I
Well, I
dressed-
just looked over and
My
I'm
first
like,
action was
I
to
realized I have no idea where that dude is.
He's unconscious in the kitchen. I tended to his wounds, so he's good.
he'll be fine.
Okay,
Don't worry about him.
I do worry about Prison Bob. He's like my BFF.
Well-
But you guys.
That cow is worth all of 10 gold.
Is
So
it
I will
actually?
offer to buy the cow from them.
Is it
Call
how?
it cow.
We've grown fond of Bessie
That's even
during our adventures together. Bessie, a lot of cows would have run from that fight.
There's no way a cow costs 10 gold.
According to the
Fuck.
players,
Human life is 10 silver, so that cow probably
Yeah.
costs 5, 6 silver tops. You know, a tenth of a.
Ow, 10 GP.
Yeah,
The chickens are 2 copper each. The economy of this world is fucked.
now the chickens are a copper each, and there's 200 coppers to a gold, which means that a cow is worth 2,000 chickens.
Seems correct.
That doesn't
makes
seem that far
sense.
off, actually.
2,000 chickens?
Or a cow? I mean, which would you rather have?
A milk cow, 100%. You're going to get more value out of it, although the egg is pretty important. Hey, speaking of like eggs and milk, where's the fucking pizza?
God, I really want a pizza now.
Right? Mm. Oh, my
Again, we still haven't even decided on toppings.
shit.
Everybody's just declared the toppings they like.
I don't care at
As
this point. Just
Game Pizza Theory predicts.
You know, just pepperoni, man. Everyone just loves pepperoni pizzas. That's just get those and you'll be fine.
And that's what people end up deciding because it's the only thing people can agree on. But we can't just go directly to pepperoni pizza.
There's got to be at least one discussion about it.
Yes.
It's taken us an hour and a half to come to just pepperoni. That seems fair.
Yeah. Yeah. So they pay you the silver candlesticks. Does someone take the other one?
I'll take it.
Okay. Chet, write
That's in
down
the box,
silver
maybe.
candlestick. Someone take the 5 gold coins they offered you.
I try to refuse it. I assume.
Okay.
feel-
They take it back once you refuse it. And they
No one jumps
refuse.
to it, and you let the priest negotiate our rewards.
Jill, they also do not want to sell you Bessie. They say she's worth more than a normal cow. She's throwing up a prize around here. She
I
produces
feel
so
like I
much
can
milk.
convince them otherwise.
Really, why is she worth more than a regular cow?
Well, she's accrued fame. It's a status thing. Not to mention her milk is sweeter than other cows' milk, and she produces more of it. Why,
She's
I wouldn't
very
trade
sweet.
Bessie here for anything.
Well,
So I want to.
what would you trade her for 11 gold?
She's
I would
not
love
for
to
sale.
roll. Totally roll a good diplomacy.
I hear 12 gold.
Not for sale. All right, give me your charisma check here.
This is my cow.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
It's not my cow.
No.
At least I'm not an asshole this time.
All right, boys. You can take care of Bessie for us, as long as you give us free milk whenever we're in the area.
Sure.
Free milks, please.
Hooray!
Free milk for you guys for life. Absolutely. We can agree to that. Thank you so much for saving us. Could you show us to our father's remains so we may bury them?
I have already taken care of the arrangements.
I have to warn you,
He has been
it's,
put to
not,
rest.
it's not pretty. First, those evil things tried to burn the body.
Who are you calling evil? That is the proper way to lay a body to rest.
Wait, where's his grave? So we can pay our respects.
Why, just yonder creek through the woods.
Over the river.
No, he's on the side of the river.
They
creek.
nod.
We'll take him along the drag.
Yeah, we can show the way.
Yeah, the drag tracks are still there. Let's take him. Let's go.
You take him to the
Nothing else to
river.
do.
You take him to the river. Show him around. They see
Do
their
you guys
father.
remember when you got shot here? Times. Yeah.
They see their father kind of break down in tears and then ask who shot you in the ass.
Local hoodlums who were hired by you.
Yeah, you did try to kill us, guys. That's pretty fucked up.
Apparently, you went to
That's
Sun
not so cool.
with hired killers, with people that.
Wait, I thought it was
In silver, seriously?
Japanese.
I feel like poor farm owners would have a better understanding of human life than that.
I'm sorry, we didn't hire you to kill anybody or anyone to kill you.
Well,
We were tied up in a basement.
these guys
How
said that
likely?
they
No
knew
one can prove
Sunday
that.
school. So apparently, you in Sunday school, you knew people that would one day grow up to be killers or
Well,
want to be killers. Actually, they're more like dyers because they weren't good at killing. They were injurers.
But now they're unalive.
Hired
there-
injurers.
there was Cody and his friends. They were always kind of assholes in Sunday school. I don't
Is that
think
Cody's body
You
right
mean
there?
Prison Bob?
Oh, so you guys have made it back to the house by now. You guys are out at the river right now.
Yeah, there's the court. There's three bodies right across. the river.
right. So you point to
that
them.
them?
You guys all climb through the bushes, find these bodies. Just, their throats ripped out. One of them just has a side wound. And they go, no, the Cody's not here, but here's his other friends.
Was that Cody lying in your living room unconscious?
I didn't see it, but maybe.
In the kitchen, it would have been right next to the entrance to the cellar. When
No,
they
it was in
walked
the
out.
kitchen where Prison Bob was.
I thought that's where the cellar entrance was.
No, the cellar entrance was in the kitchen.
All right, when we go back to the house, they can wait. What? Whatever.
So
When we
if
go
they
back to the
came
house-
up from the cellar, they would have come into the kitchen. Where?
Where Prison Bob was not.
Oh,
Prison Bob
Prison
was in the
Bob's
living room.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Bob was in the kitchen.
Living
Okay,
room.
Whatever.
All right. So they start dragging their father's corpse back to the farm where they will bury it. And yeah, that's that. And I think we're actually
Until-
done an hour early.
We can investigate a kobold stump.
We also do have a birthday party to play, but the kobold stump would make more sense currently.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
The key, though.
those.
Okay. Why don't we take our
investigate a kobold
break?
Stump in an hour.
Yeah. Why don't we take our break and then we'll come back and investigate the kobold stump. So see you
Yeah.
guys in a few minutes.
sounds good.
Bye bye.
Yeah.